Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. My name is Elena Riley. I work here at First Alert 6 on our digital team, bringing you breaking news throughout the day on our website. And this morning, I'm here to tell you about our top headlines of the day. So 6 things to know to get you started for the day. So let's head over to our website to chat more about that. Right, here we are, and then here is my web story I bring to you every morning. Awesome. Just get you in the know, get you ready for the day, as I said. Alrighty, so let's chat more about it, why don't we? So we had some breaking news this morning, of course. That is that one person is in the hospital, sadly, after a crash in North Omaha. This was early this morning. So it happened around 1 a.m. near 43rd and Burdett Streets. And we're told the initial police dispatch reports that the victim's injuries are not life-threatening. So some good news there, but we're hoping for an update on that victim soon. Next, police have made an arrest in connection to a murder on July 4th. So this victim of this murder was found on the 4th of July. Let's head back over to my web story quick. So this is the man that was arrested. His name is Courtney Hansen. He was arrested, he's 45 years old. He was arrested yesterday for first-degree murder, use of a weapon to commit a felony, and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Alrighty, so this murder happened around 20th and Missouri Avenue. Happened a little before noon on Friday, so last Friday, and Robert Allen is this victim of this. He's 54 years old. He was found dead under suspicious circumstances, is what Omaha police called it. And then the incident was under investigation by the Omaha Police's homicide unit as well as the Sarpy County Sheriff's Office. They did assist in this investigation as well prior to the arrest. All right, our next top headline for the day is that a towing company owner is accused of creating a junkyard in a residential area in connection to an eyesore. This is in Ponca Hills, so a little up there north here in the metro. His name is Joe McFarland. He's facing 3 misdemeanors for violation of zoning laws, including illegal outdoor junk storage as well as vehicle litter. So our investigation team had a video from about 2 months ago. It showed what appeared to be gasoline storage containers and a stack of grill-sized propane tanks. But since that video was released by us, there's been a section of privacy fence that is now installed there, so can no longer see that. McFarland was in Douglas County Court yesterday. He entered a plea of not guilty, but outside of the courtroom, we spoke to him. He defended what he's done on this property. It's near 53rd and McKinley. He just says that the neighbors should not be concerned about this. He says it's not dangerous. That's what he told us. But McFarland is due back in court on August 8th, and then if convicted of this, he's facing a maximum of 6 months in jail for this sentencing and a $500 fine for each of these counts. There's 3 of them. All right, next, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help to find suspects of an attempted auto theft that they are investigating. So they posted on social media to tell us about this. They say the incident happened in the area of 165th and Erskine Streets. This is in kind of the northwest Omaha area. They do, last month they did report that there was a rise in vehicle theft in the West Omaha area, so this could be connected. Very interesting stuff there. That they released that in June. All right, DCSO says the 3 suspects are believed to be the suspects in other auto thefts, or at least theft. That's what they tell us. They say the parties may be armed, so hopefully hearing an update on that. They also say anyone with information, please contact their tip line. This is at 402-444-6000 or at their email, which is dcsotips@douglascountynebraska.gov. So I have all of that information here on that web story. If you know anything about this, please reach out. Next, Our next headline is Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers has filed a lawsuit against General Motors and OnStar. This is over alleged consumer protection violations. This was filed yesterday in Lancaster County District Court. The state of Nebraska alleges that these companies were unlawfully collecting, processing, and selling sensitive driving data from Nebraskans without their consent. There was a similar lawsuit that happened last month from Hilgers. This was to Temu that sells clothes and things of that sort, just around this consumer protection violations with them as well. So this is the second recent one. So Hilgers claims that General Motors installed telematic systems in vehicles that tracked data like speed or seatbelt usage, maybe location, as well as driving habits. And then this information was allegedly sold to these insurance companies without the driver's knowledge. As a result of this, it raised rates, maybe canceled policies, or denied coverage for some drivers. And Hilgers' office believes that GM and OnStar did this for nearly a decade. Very interesting stuff there. I have one last top headline for you today. That is that a brand new fire station is up in Valley. They're open, they're ready to serve the community. Residents actually got together yesterday. They blessed the new building. So really great stuff for them there. They're very excited for this fire station. It's about $7 million. That's how much that cost. It started operating in December. Around that time, they had a benefit breakfast to raise money for the station. We're told that there are about 40 firefighters that are going to be serving there on their roster, and they will answer calls for about 6,000 people. Great news there for some safety for everybody. They also said as a result of this station being built, they have more room for emergency response vehicles and also a new training tower and fitness center for these firefighters. So some great accommodations there. We spoke with them at that benefit breakfast I was talking about. The fire chief told us that he hopes this new building will serve them well for the next 30 to 40 years. So great news there. I bet they're all very excited for that. This was a long time coming. We heard that the community waited about 6 years for this. So they were very, very eager to have this up and going. So ready for that. Alrighty, that is all the headlines I have for you this morning. I bring you this streaming every morning around 9 a.m. as well as this news story around 6 a.m. every morning. So please tune into that, and thank you very much for joining me.